Good morning.
Let's see if I can find this.
Hey, we got 5 watchers and 5 thumbs up. Good job.
So, come on.
Delicious coffee. So, this morning, we are still in New Mexico, but we are on our way out.
Out of New Mexico.
Today, we will be in Arizona. Thank God.
Good morning, Stan and Josie. Oh, the alien ghosts are sad you left New Mexico, so they decided to tag along with you. Oh, that's funny. So it's 30 degrees here in wherever we are.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the lost land of New Mexico.
Yeah, which yesterday we dubbed New Mexico the windy landfill. Because because it's the same in Roswell, like it's the same everywhere else that we've been. We've been about a 9-hour stretch from Carlsbad all the way down to whatever this place is called that we're at right now. We're almost out of New Mexico. I think we have about an hour maybe before we're out of New Mexico. And we thought, well, maybe, Roswell, it's just Roswell that looks like that. But it's not. It's everywhere. It's...
I just attribute it to the wind.
It's gotta be,
it's
yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Wide open spaces, and it's beautiful if you don't look at the ground. The ground is just covered with trash everywhere. And it's just gotta be because of the crazy winds. Because the winds are so ridiculously...
They were like 23 miles an hour yesterday while we were on the road.
Man, that was tough driving, too, because my steering wheel was either like halfway this way or halfway this way, fighting against the wind. It was nuts. But yeah, then there's you could, if you were out filming strictly abandoned things in a car, you cannot pull over in a 60-foot RV. But if you just were in a little car, you could pull over. You'd have abandoned buildings filmed for months just on one 5-hour trip. It's crazy.
Good morning, Damien Hill, and thank you for your prayers. He said he hopes we had a good travel, and he was praying for us.
Good, thank you.
Good morning, Terry, Z-Man, Jana, Mychael, Craig, Lindsay Lou, Bobby Carlson. Good morning, all you guys. Thanks for always joining us. We love that.
Thank you.
We love it.
We appreciate you.
We do. We certainly do appreciate you guys. We really do. We don't say it enough, but we do.
Yeah.
We do.
So we drove almost 8 hours yesterday. 9:30 in the morning is when we rolled out.
We didn't. He did. On the co-pilot.
So let me think here a minute. What time did we get here, babe? I mean, it must have been
5 p.m. on the dot.
5 o'clock. It was 5 on the dot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7.5 hours. Now
we did stop a couple of times.
We stopped a couple times. We stopped to eat some lunch.
And we stopped for that gorgeous view. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, the thumbnail that I put up, that was over at White Sands. The trip was really cool, actually. I mean, it was...
Once we got out of Roswell and all that... Oh, sorry. And all that, just nothing but... Flatland and dirt, basically. And then we got into the hills and valleys. And at one point, the RV was like 28 miles an hour going up the hill.
I mean, you couldn't tell by looking at it, but the road must have been just at an incline like this because we were struggling to go 28 miles an hour. And you can't pedal to the metal or else you're going to burn up the transmission. And so I had to push for a little while and then let off, and push for a little while and let off. And every time we'd slow down a little bit more and it'd be a little bit more difficult to get up there. But eventually you'd get to a point where it was no longer up, but it was down. So, yeah. Jeez. So it was a beautiful trip, though. That's can you bend that the other way,
I'm
babe?
sorry, babe.
It's going right in my
Going
eye.
right in your face. All right, sorry.
But yeah, we went through so many different places. White Sands and Deming and everywhere. Alamogordo.
Las Cruces, is that the way you pronounce it?
Yeah.
We bypassed Las Cruces.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's how you...
And a couple other ones I don't remember, but it was like everything you hear about in New Mexico, we passed through. So the thing I hate, I can't stand this, when you look up these trips on Google, and I think the reason for this, I'll tell you in a second. On Google, it says it's like a 4.5, 5-hour trip. We get out here, and it turns out to be 7, 8 hours. And I think the reason for that is they're basing it on a car that's going the max speed.
65 or 70,
yeah,
right.
and the speed is 75 at a lot of this last trip that we were on. So 5 hours in a car going the speed limit, it's you're probably going to get it in 5 hours. But in an RV, no way. So it also said that Arizona, the place we're going, was about less than 2 hours from here. And then last night I'm looking it up again, and it's 4 hours. So we got another haul ahead of us today.
And I was hoping it was because of the time change, but there is none.
Yeah, so, and it could even turn out to be 5 if we're, again, hitting those uphill grades. So it's going to be interesting, but I'm refreshed. We went to bed early last night, and I, surprisingly, was the one that suggested it. Usually it gets to our bedtime, and I'm like, I am nowhere near tired. But last night, I'm like, let's go to bed. So.
Good morning, Tyler, Nicholas, KRW. Good morning. We appreciate you guys taking the time out of your busy day for us. So thank you very much. Good morning, Daniel, Mac Fam Fun, Blue Leopard. I think that's Abigail. Amy Graff. Good morning. Good morning, John. And let's see, thumbs up, everyone. Yes, please, and thank you. Do you guys plan on ever doing Q&As? Yeah, absolutely.
We're doing one right now.
Yeah.
Ask away.
Ask anything you want, and we'll determine whether we answered or not. Big logbook, so you remember your adventures. I'm doing a blog on our Romancing the States.
Yeah, romancingthestates.com. There's a blog on there, but you have to go...
Well, not yet, but there will be.
Oh, you haven't posted anything yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing, just drafts right now?
I'm doing,
okay.
Right now.
Well, they're coming.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have to visit it on the actual internet. You can't go on your cell phone.
Right.
Because all it is on the cell phone is just like a landing page that has links to YouTube and stuff like that. So visit it on a laptop or computer, and you'll see the whole website. So I don't know why the positioning of that thing today.
I know it. I'm sorry.
It's all right, baby.
It's because of the sun.
I know the sun's coming in just perfectly. It's hitting the phone and shooting straight into my eyeball.
Okay, Banks 41. Good morning, and it said the driving times estimates are always too short. Yes, they are.
Yeah, way too short.
Okay, Little Rascal, have you guys ever considered an upgrade to your suspension stabilization? I heard it really makes a difference in the handling of the rig. They install a beefed up stabilization bars, FR and BK, front and back.
You know, we actually have those, not a stabilization bar. I mean, that's what it is, but I can't, sway bar, anti-sway bar. We do have that on there. The thing that would need built up is the engine, because it's just, I mean, it's a good engine, you know, it's only got 45,000 miles on it, but yeah, I mean, going up the hill like that, it's just, there was even semis that were like struggling, and some of them even pulled over, and other RVs that were pulled over. I think they just, after you drive with that kind of force for a little bit, you kind of got to pull over and give it a break. But yeah, we do have anti-sway bars.
Are you good with the heat? Because I have my sweatshirt on and I'm like sweating.
Yeah,
which is unusual for me.
Yep.
Okay, Kia about it. Good morning.
Something else.
Rapid fire. That's live game night for Saturday night snack and a movie, please and thank you.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do another live game night soon. Once we get to Arizona and get settled. And we did not film the trip yesterday, the drive, unfortunately. I had planned on having all the cameras installed and ready to roll, but since we decided to go to Carlsbad Caverns before we left, that's where all our time went. So I did not get those cameras set up, and yeah, so unfortunately we don't have that drive filmed. But once we get settled in Arizona, that's one of my top priorities, get that done, and we'll have like 5 GoPros going at once. So
yeah, that'll be fun. Mac Fam Fun, which is Malia. Hey kids, getting my port at 12. Please pray for me. Thank you for all you do. Absolutely, we'll do that. Lindsay Lou, are you doing a Bible reading today? Yes, ma'am. I've got the little book right here. Thank you, Craig. Good morning, Marion and Nate. Haskell Banks. Good morning, Lacey. Good morning. Hi, guys, from Lacey. I get these all. I haven't had enough coffee yet. Got my Dunkin' Donut, or Mr. Donut, sorry.
Mr. Donut.
Mr. Donut filled right up here today.
I could go for about a dozen Mr. Donuts right now.
Nah. So where are you at now, and when do you leave again? We're leaving this morning at, well, sometime after 10.
Yeah, we'll probably be leaving here between 11 and 12 because we're at a Harvest Host location that we're going to film before we leave. It's really awesome. We stayed here last night. Pulling into this place was crazy.
It was.
We only had coordinates for the GPS. We didn't have an address because it's just in the middle of nowhere, basically. And when you pull off the road, you pull onto this other long road that brings you up to this. Not only are you going uphill, but the way the road is built, it's like, I don't even know how to say it.
It's those things that they put on so you don't go too fast.
Yeah, like
that
speed
are like,
bumps.
Yeah, speed bumps,
but
but
it's
multiplied.
Yeah, it's more like,
Yeah,
on the
a
side of the
speed road.
highway. Like, on the side of the highway where they have those little ridges where if you, like, fall asleep or you veer over too far, it goes, brrr. It's like that on the entire road all the way up. So we're going like 6 miles per hour, and the whole rig is going. It was crazy.
And this morning and last night we didn't put the levelers down, so every time you walk in the rig, it like sways.
It's like you're on a boat.
And my equilibrium is off anyway because of that cave visit.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? My head is like, oh.
That was really crazy. In the cave, when you're descending into the cave, it's like these long sideways trails. They go like that, it just this way, that way. It's the only way that they could build it so that it would be a gradual decline instead of just, hey, throw a rope and go down.
Yeah.
And when you're walking down, it totally throws off your equilibrium. We both were like walking around like, whoa. It was so weird.
And if you didn't hang on to the rails, you would have to run. It would like take you down running.
Plus it's really cold in there because the warm air rises and it goes out of the cave, and you'll see in the video there's steam rising from the cave, from the opening, and then the cold air comes down. So as you got deeper and deeper, it was colder, and it was wet in there. So you had to be really careful that you didn't slip on the way down.
Good morning, Kim. Cheap laugh, Kennedy. Good morning. I sent your card out in the mail, so you should get it here pretty soon. Yes, it's cold in the cave, but you don't feel it because you're walking and you're just working up a sweat trying to stay so you don't run down the ramps. And he was sweating. I mean, he was literally sweating. It was like 56 in the cave. Yeah, it was cool. It was good though, because then you didn't get overheated. At least I didn't.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, I was sweating bullets, but, once you stop and rest for a minute, then you start to cool down.
Stan wants to know about the Red Barn
Do
restaurant.
you remember the Red Barn restaurant on West Tuscan, Canton? You may be too young. Its location was not too far from the Walmart is. Yes, I definitely remember. I don't remember when it was actually a functional restaurant, but it's like, a hardware store or something now. But yeah, I definitely remember that. It's over there closer to where Video Time Video used to be, in a little shopping center with Giant Eagle, which used to be at Apple's.
Good morning, Kim's Inspired Life. That's another Kim, so we got 2 Kims on.
Cool.
Good morning, James.
You're grounded, by the way, for hanging our towel like that.
I didn't hang it like that. It just kind of it's the rig. Blame it on the rig.
Yeah. Oh, you goof.
He has to have everything asymmetrical, straight and right on point. And our towel hanging on the stove is kind of askew.
Both of them are. I'd have to go back and watch this video and just see how many times my eyes go over to those towels. Because I'm sitting here looking at those things like, I need to get up and fix that.
Oh my goodness. It's a gorgeous morning out here. And I did make some film. So if you go watch my video or my channel, which is Life Unboxed, you'll see I was gonna do it last night, and I just was so tired and so sore that I couldn't do it. So maybe tonight, once we get settled, I'll get it up. Because me editing my videos are nowhere near as long as he takes for his, because he's a perfectionist and I am not.
But that's,
so I'll just throw it up.
That's good though, because I forgot about that. She did film the drive up. It's just different from the way that I do it. So you got a lot of footage.
I did.
While we're driving and the mountains and stuff.
And the sand. Okay, so driving up, they have signs on the road. Sand storms.
Yeah.
Is it that or dust storms?
Dust
sand.
storms, I think it said.
Yeah, and don't pull off don't block traffic. You may have to pull off the road. It may be dangerous.
Zero visibility at times.
Yes. But we didn't have them like right on the road, but off in the distance you could see where they were all swirling up. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, and you could see where there was only, you can see as far as the eye can see out here. Except for at times, you'd see a wall of sand.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Sand
Sahara
and dust.
Desert.
And, yeah.
Good morning, James Copeland. We're doing fine, thank you. Good morning, Lori Spall. Disney just announced that they are closing all their 60 brick and mortar stores in the States. I posted a link in the Facebook group page. What?
Oh, yeah, I saw that. I mean, I was surprised. We went to a mall it had to be Texas, I guess. And they had a Disney store. I thought all Disney stores were already closed. But...
Daniel McElvin, if we were to get a GoPro, which one would you recommend?
I guess it really depends on what you're going to use it for. Because I have done a lot of research before I bought mine. For this RV, I bought all GoPro 7s. I bought 3 7 blacks and 2 7 silvers. I probably would have got all blacks if they were available, but they didn't have enough. And the reason I didn't buy anything older than that is because I want 4K, and I think that 7 is the first one with 4K. And then the reason I didn't go any higher than that was because it's a lot more money, and they didn't seem to really offer very much more than the 7. So I can get what I need with the 7s. 4K footage in several different locations or whatever, angles. However, I know that the 8 offers different kind of modifications you can get, like microphones and stuff like that, which if you get the right stuff, and did I order it? I think I have to order this piece that I need. But if you get the right stuff, you can add like an external microphone to the 7, which is what I'm going to be doing with one of them. Also, the 8, you can get like an external light, couple of other different modifications. And then with the 9, there's a 9 Max, which actually is a 360 camera. And, you know, you've probably seen those videos online where you can take your mouse and move it around and it'll show you all around. That's what one of the 9s does, the 9 Max. So they all do a lot of different things. So you just kind of have to do the research and you know, depending on what you want to do with it. So.
Okay. Banks 41. Will you two be moving more often once the weather is warm everywhere?
We probably, because we're gonna be. We've been trying to get to Arizona, and so we're gonna be in Arizona for at least a month. Different areas of Arizona, but for a month. We didn't plan on staying as long as we have in a lot of the areas that we've been to, but there's been things that we had to deal with, like in Florida. We only planned on being there for like 3 weeks or something, and it ended up being 2.5 months because we had to get the CPAP and go through all that stuff. And then I don't even remember when we were doing the stuff like the Harvest House, where we went to the Automobile Museum, and then we went to the llama farm, and then we went to Alabama, the Spectre, and then we went to, you know, Mississippi, and we were back to Louisiana, and then you know, that's the kind of traveling we want to do for the most part.
Yeah, and that's what we've been doing. The reason we stay longer is because we need to see things that we want to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that we do want to see, but we get stuck there too, because also, like, okay, Roswell, we didn't plan on staying there for a month initially, but sometimes it's cheaper to get a month at an RV park than it is by the week. One of the parks that we're going to in Arizona, it was $300 a week or $600 for the entire month.
Right.
So
yeah, we make our decision too based on what's going to give us the better deal.
Yeah, so that means that we can stay for 2 weeks, and we will have paid what it would have cost for 2 weeks. But if we need to stay longer, or if we want to stay longer, then we can, because it's already covered. When we went to Texas, we didn't plan on staying there that long, but we got the wrap done, and you know, we planned on like taking the RV in, dropping it off, and having it back in a couple days. And once we got there and talked to them, it was going to be a week at least before they even got the things in that they needed. So that took a week. Then it took them longer, like twice the time to get it done than it was supposed to be. So yeah, I mean, you just, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'd love to just go.
Yeah, but it's, you know, cost effective to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
Good morning, Whitney and Leslie, and you're very welcome. Good morning, Mychael Coffee. He always enjoys our videos. Okay, that's cool. Little rascal, askew will make you dizzy. It will put your life in a tizzy. Good morning, Wesley Brunner. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
The Cardona Project. Good morning from Lawrenceville, New Jersey. Random stuff. Good morning. That's it. Okay. All right. So I think we should read because we need to get on the
get reading.
Okay. Today is March 11th. He who believes in the Son of God has witness in himself. 1 John 5:10. Man's only salvation from sin stands on a lonely, barren, skull-shaped hill. A thief hangs on one cross, a murderer on another, and between them a man with a crown of thorns. Blood flows from his hands and feet, it pours from his side. It drips down his face, while those who stand looking and sneer and mock. Who is this tortured figure, this man whom other men seek to humiliate and kill? He is the Son of God, the Prince of Peace. Amen.
Amen.
That's from Billy Graham. Peace with God. All right. That's our word for the day.
All right.
Okay, guys. I think we should wrap it up and get busy with our day.
Yeah, we got things we need to do today before we get out of here.
We have a tour.
We have a tour coming in about an hour, a little bit over an hour. So
yeah, so look for the blog on my channel. No, on Romancing the States website.
okay. Are you done with that statement?
I think so.
No,
I
you
finished
kind
it
of
up.
said that as if there was something else coming.
I know, because I wasn't sure if I was doing it right or not.
romancingthestates.com. Check it out.
Life Unboxed. I will have a video up. Today's Thursday, tonight. Sometime tonight.
Yeah.
On the area that we traveled.
Yeah, we should be able to get where we're going, which is, like I said, Arizona. And then get everything set up and get some editing done tonight. As long as this doesn't turn out to be another 6-7 hour day.
Right.
Oh, man, I don't want to drive that long today.
Right.
But anyways, okay,
All
wherever you guys are waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day.
Do something for somebody else, pay it forward, and let's make this world a better place.
We will see you guys
Bye,
tomorrow.
guys. Thank you all. Don't forget the
Reese
thumbs up.
Pieces.
Oh.